back. Rahul back. Rahul back. Thank you. Rahul back, family. Rahul back, Rose. Rahul back, sis. Rahul back, family. Rahul back, Nashville. Rahul back, Rose. Thank you. Great Akhar Harar Telephone. Rahul back, family. Rahul back. Rahul back, Musyaru. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into my live today. Hold on, let me put my speaker on. I would like to begin with the all prayer. Thank you all for tuning in. Rahubat Musyaru. Thank you all for tuning in. Today, this update, today is May 8th, and today marks the 23rd year of Panabab Yanu's incarceration. Many of you would like to know why this is happening, why the master teacher is still incarcerated, and this is what my channel is about. I call my channel a legal update because it is about legal. He's incarcerated. And there are members of this tribe, members of his family, and people that are pretending in front of you all that they have this great love for Panabab Yanun. But in all actuality, they are a part of the scheme of things. Scheming entails planning, scheming entails being sneaky, and scheming is one of the worst things that could ever happen to anyone, especially from a member of your family or those that you think love you. So I will hope that my updates and these updates about these people that have done this to the master teacher, that it will help you all understand what's really going on. And those of you that are under the spell, get out of the spell of illusions, because these people are so good at fooling you. I want to begin with the all prayer, and then I'm going to get more into this and express to you all what took place during the master teacher's incarceration. This update today is about Dale Elaine Brown, Shady Dale, from Shady Dale Road. Okay? Shady Dale Elaine Brown. That's who this update is about today. And I'm having no mercy on her. I don't care anything about her claims of being Baba's sister, and oh, I'm old and all this. I'm tired of this freaking witch. And today, I'm going to put my foot up her butt. I'm going to swat her like a fly that she is. I'm going to drag her by her locks, swing her around, body slam her on the wall, and kick her out of here. It's time to go. Okay? It's been too many years, too many lies, too many games with y'all messing with someone's life. Okay? The all prayer. Anuki ja with pa ashuk in pa paut. Wu kalal ashuk kawun jawaf neye. Anuki kasam in pa paut. Wu pa paut kawun kasam im neye. Anuki wahu ameh pa paut. Wu pa paut kawun wahu ameh neye. Nakuk kadur naja ameh kasam im pa paut. Wu kabub ameh mushkas Nakuk kador kuwan kalil pafef. Nakuk aruja with papa ut. Ameh wase. Ameh aradni. Kawan leye bakoija with papa ut. Anuki yabed bi yeh nefasni. Papa ut kawan anuki. Papa ut kador nakuk kador. Papa ut amol nakuk amol. I would also like to read the prayer of Amun. Again, the master teacher wrote this prayer during his incarceration. And I would like to read it to you all again. I don't know, I asked for you all, if you wanted a copy of the prayer, to reach out to me, and no one's reached out to me for a copy of the prayer. I don't understand this. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but I didn't get too many people asking for a copy of the prayer. And this is sad, because this is our master teacher who has poured his heart out while incarcerated about why he's in there and what the people did to him. He's calling out to Panatharu to save his soul from the wrath of the evil people and the ones that want to see him dead and imprisoned. So let me read it. Nawapians, blessed is this day and time. For you so ask that Panatharu to listen for your prayers and your chants, and that they don't hide from you, that your ancestors and relatives come close to you. Ask that they listen to me. Hold on a second. Why isn't it moving? Okay. Pa'ut Kawun, Nawapians, blessed is this day and time, for you so ask that Panatharu to listen for your prayers and chants, and that they don't hide from you, that your ancestors and relatives come close to you. Ask that they listen. Say, attend to me and hear me. Know I call from the inner heart. Hear me when I mourn and when I cry, even when I complain and make anger noise. For it's the Canaanites, and his Negro helpers, who are the enemies of the facts. And because of the actual facts and Pataruk, this most holy scripture for all people, that they work together to oppress Nawapians world over with oppression. They are only wicked. It is they who plot and plan to cast iniquities upon me. Therefore, my good works, they hate me. My heart is in much pain within me, and the terrors of the wrath of time overtake me. Fear and trembling have come into my life when I should not fear none or nothing. Give me strength to overpower these feelings. Don't let me be overwhelmed. Many a times I said I would depart from the way of Wunawapu, run and hide. Yet for you I stay. Fear is not stronger than the love of truth, and many a times does my mind wander to the outer world of wickedness, and I become weakened by my body's lust and greed. Yet for you, I say, lust and greed is not stronger than the facts of confirmation. In my mind and heart, I hasten to seek my escape from rules and restrictions of Wunawapu. Yet where I run into Nawapians over and over. Hear me and help me overcome the spell of self-destruction and lust of this outer world. At times my mind would wander far off and remain in that far off place. Hear me and guide me back to the way. The way is my own, the right way. Those that seek to do me harm, turn them back. Those that slander me, stop their tongue. Those that created gossip about me, cover their hearts with pure love. Those that come together to hurt me, divide their minds and hold their hands, because I have seen too much violence, too much hate, too much racism. I myself have listened to too much slander and too much gossip. I even wish to hurt others, yet the way has given me the right way to handle these feelings. I don't need this strife in my life. Hear me day and shadow hour, because they that seek to do me harm go about this world of flesh and the world of spirit in their mischief to cause me sorrow or pain. Wickedness is what they do, and many are in my midst with much deceit and guile. I mean them no harm, for that is not my way. I only depart from them and their ways. For it was the enemy that reapproached me of my own race and family. Neither was it Pahika Kasut or his own. No, he used those I trusted, those close to me. I did not know how much they hated me and how much that it did magnify inside them, and how they let the Canaanites use them against me. It was my own, those close, my own people, my own acquaintances, every family of my own. We used to eat together, walk together, pray together, and for my way of life did they turn against me. For our own culture did they betray me. They have given over to another's ways, another's law, another's religion, another's culture in place of our own. I had done not wrong in our world. I have hurt none in our culture. I have abused no one in our way of life. Yet for my love, they deliver me to die. Let death not seize me before my time. Let death not seize them before they return to our own way, the way of our ancestors. As for the Canaanites, let death cease upon them for their wickedness. Let them go down quick. Let the specters of their Wicca Celtic culture pull them into their own pit of fire. For wickedness is all they do, and wickedness is in their heart. As for me, hear me. I will call out to you, O Natharu, and I know you will save me. I will pray. Atumre 9 a.m. Atunre 3 p.m. Ahmunre 9 p.m. And if I wait for Ahnunre 3 a.m., I will pray. I will call out to you for you to hear me. I will even cry aloud, and I know you will feel my needs and the needs of all Sabaeans who will turn to raise their hands and call out. You hear each of our voices, and you know each of us. You are our overseers. I know you hear me and will deliver me, my being, from all pain and suffering. I will win the battle that is against me with your helping hand. Many evils are against me, yet I will overcome them all in you. I know you hear and will prevent them. even those who were with me before, because they have not changed. Hear me when I call. I come before you true. I trust in you. You can trust in me. Amun Re'e. Okay. That was the prayer of Amun. And as I said, if you need a copy of it, you can email me at ashantizulu@gmail.com. Okay, yeah, Kim Ibran posted on my YouTube. Unless you will want one to ask a thought. Okay, no problem, brother. I'll try to do that. Okay, let me take this off so I don't get distracted by the comments. My moderators, thank you so much for keeping this chat room clean. Today, this update is about Dale Elaine Brown. Hold on one second. Oh, here it is here. Okay. I got some things that I wrote down. First of all, I need to express to you all how this case started and what happened. And this is what I know and the questions that I asked from Parnabab Yanun during our times writing one another. First of all, it all started because Jacob York wanted money from his father. His father refused to give him the money. He got pissed off. He said he hated him. And then after that, his mother passed away from an aneurysm that runs in her family. And when his mother died, he blamed his father, Dr. Malachi York, for his mother's death. He became enraged and he wanted to assassinate his father. But of course, you know, that was not going to happen. And so what happened after that was he realized that Abigail, also known as Habiba Washington, that she was no longer living in the community anymore, and that she was also a big part of Dr. Malachi York's life. She knew him very well. Abigail Washington's father lived on Tamaray. Abigail lived on Tamaray. And there were a lot of relatives and a lot of the people that lived on the land, especially the people that were in Baba's family, they were all related. That's why the Amun prayer is so important, so that you all can understand that these were people that he knew for years. These were people that he took care of. These were people that he saved their lives, gave them money, gave them opportunities and ways to turn their life around. And this is the thanks that he got in return. So now what happened was when Jacob got upset about it, he got with Abigail, and y'all already know the story. I don't want to reiterate the same thing, okay? But Abigail got some girls together, and the girls, when Abigail got the girls together, they were at Bakita's daughter's house, whose name is Hadia. Hadia is the sister who has a son and a daughter that died. Her daughter died from cancerous cells. Her son came home from school, put a gun to his head and blew his head off with his knapsack still on his back. And then her mother passed away. As I said to you all before, the master teacher is a pharaoh. If you think you're going to do something to Panabab Yanun and you're going to walk around with your children and your family and everything is all gravy, think again, okay? Because he's still alive and well in there, and a lot of y'all are gone. Balloons is going up. Balloons is going up. Balloons is going up. Okay? Now, Jacob York got with Abigail, and Abigail got some girls together, and they went to South Beach, Florida. But let me explain to you all how this all went down. Hold on a second, because I got some pictures on my wall, and I want to show you all a few things so you can understand the plot behind the Malachi York's incarceration. And then we're going to get into it about Dale. But before Dale came into play, there was a few things that took place, okay? Now, Jacob York, this is him right here. And this is Dale Elaine Brown's daughter, Fatima York. She doesn't look like that anymore, but I couldn't find no pictures of her. And this is Dale Elaine Brown. Ew. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get my fly swatter. This is Her son, this is Dale Elaine Brown right here. This is the fly that needs to be swatted. She's a nasty freaking fly. She needs to be smacked and flotted every time I think about her funky freaking stinking behind. Now, this is her son, Kedar, and this is her daughter, Fatima. So what happened was Jacob York got with Kedar, who financed the trip. Kedar does not have anything to do with the whole incarceration of Dr. Malachi York, but he did finance the trip, okay? Kedar financed the trip for Jacob York, okay? So this demon right here got with Kedar because he needed the money to finance the trip to South Beach, Florida, and she got with her brother, and then she went and told this fly right here, he went and told this fly about it. As you can see, that's what she is. She's a freaking fly. She's ugly. And she talks like one too. And her hands are ugly and she's ugly. She's not a beautiful woman. Look how they made that fly look pretty with the wings. But it's a fly. It's a freaking fly. So what she did, so what Jacob did was get with Kedar. Kedar got with Jacob. Jacob got with Dale Elaine Brown's daughter, Mary Elaine York, and then Mary Elaine York got with Obar. Oh yeah, Obar is a part of this conspiracy too. And you would think, see, let me explain to y'all what happened. After Jacob York contacted Kedar, Kedar contacted Fatima, Fatima contacted the fly, Dale, and then Dale went, this is Dale right here, she went and got with her brother, and they all conspired and helped set up Dr. Malachi York for his incarceration. This is Obar now. Look how he look. He look like he got on Depend diapers. He look all funky. He's a fly too. He need to be smacked as well. And this is Ishmael. This is Baba's son. This is Dwight. This is the one whose name is Dwight. His name is Dwight Dennis York. Okay? So that's how they switched that up. They all schemed together. And then Jacob went and got Damian Pryor. Okay? And yeah, I know this brother might look like, oh, he got it going on. But trust me, as I told y'all before, those creases in his face, those are permanent. He has a flare nose, and he's covering his whole head with that freaking hat. Y'all can't really see who he is, okay? But he is a demon. His name is Damon Alvin Pryor, and he conspired with Jacob York and Mary Elaine York and Kedar Massenberger. When they raided the land, all three of them were together on a phone call, watching the news as they raided the land based on lies, okay? Now, we're going to get into this. Shady Dale Road is the name of the property that was on 404 Shady Dale Road, and this is Shady Dale. This is Shady Dale the Fly, okay? That's what she is. Look at that, and look at her. Look at her real good, family, because it ain't what you think it is. It ain't what you think it is. Here she is again. This is her, and this is the fly. Smack that fly. We're going to smack this fly today. She going to get what she got coming. This is them at the ball, partying while the master teacher's incarcerated. So let me get back to the story of things. Hold on. So, let's get back to it. Because I'm going to get back to that wall in a minute. I just wanted y'all to see who I'm talking about. So as I'm talking, you can get a picture. You can get a picture with the yeah, she's a freaking fly. She's disgusting. Now, let's get into this, okay? Because today is May 8th. And the math teacher has been incarcerated for years. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered. Oh my gosh. I get into this and I forget all about okay, family. First of all, I want to thank everyone for helping me. So far, I've collected $5,000. So as I said, I needed 10 grand. So it's like, listen, y'all, don't leave Baba in there to die. Don't do this to him. He doesn't deserve it. Y'all work with me so he can come out, okay? I'm sacrificing. I'm making sacrifices. So now I need 25 more people to send 200 because I don't have all the money. I don't have it, y'all. I'm going to go and take care of my business. And when I come back and got to go the other way, come on, it's not right, man. Y'all got to work with me. These devils are working hard. And the good people who love Baba, we need to work harder, okay? So y'all call somebody or do whatever to get me the rest of this money up. I need the rest. I need 25 more people to donate $200. Please, family. Please. I got half of it up. I didn't even think I was going to get that. But thank you. I got half of it up. When I'm done with this call, I'm going to run out and take care of my business. And then when I come back, I got to go somewhere else. Okay? And let me explain something to y'all. This is not easy to do. It's not easy. All right? There are forces up against us, but we have to work in unison. Those of us who care about the master teacher, we have to work together to bring him home. So there's 155 people listening to this call, and I know 100 of y'all don't even want Baba out. The other 55, it's 178. The 195 people or the 200 people, y'all help me, man. Y'all help me, okay? Don't leave Baba in there to die at the hands of the devil, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all that I only got half of the money up. Please. I'm going to mention it again. One of my moderators in like another half an hour, remind me to mention it again that I need the money, y'all. I need the freaking finances so we could get Baba out of there. Listen, let me tell you something about me. I never lied to any of you, okay? But you all have to realize that we are dealing with evil forces and disagreeable people. And it's more of them against us, okay? So the good people, the handful of people that help me donate, please help me get the rest of this money up so I could do what I got to do. Please, please, family. Please, please, family. Help me help the master. I promised him I wouldn't leave him in there to die at the hands of the devil. And I'm not going to do that to him. Y'all got to work with me and help me. Okay? Now, I got something to tell y'all. My first encounter with Dale Elaine Brown was when I moved to Athens, Georgia, right? I didn't really know her too well. But she was selling used clothes in Bill Haas' store in the All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in Athens, Georgia. So I saw a crepe gown because before we started chanting, I used to make pa ashutat, you know? I used to make my pa ashutat, right? So before I saw the white gown in there and I purchased it. Oh, the sister from Canada? Yeah, you just do it through PayPal. But when you do it through PayPal, make sure you put that is for a relative and friend. Don't do it for a business because I won't be able to get the money because I don't have a business. Okay? So you can send it through PayPal at ashantizulu@gmail.com. It's in the description box. That's my Cash App. Please put in my Gmail, which is ashantizulu@gmail.com. That's my PayPal as well. It's my email, and it's also, if you go to PayPal, you put in ashantizulu@gmail.com, you'll see my name. You'll see it come up where you can send me money, okay? For those of you who live in Canada and other states. And also, when you send the money, you can't say that it's for business. You have to do it for, thank you, Tama Ray. You have to do it for, you have to put it in. Yeah, that's my PayPal. You have to put it in as a friend, relative, a friend. Like you're giving me the money. You can't put it in as a business, else I won't be able to transfer it in my account. Okay? So, thank you. Thank you, sis. And family, please, y'all, get me the rest of this money up so we could get Baba out of there. I could feel it. He'll be home. Yes, I do have Zelly, Sun Goddess. I do. He gonna come out of there, y'all. He gonna come out of there. And let me tell you something. They're all jealous and they're scared, okay? And they have every right to be. They can front and act like they not afraid. They are. They are, okay? And another thing I want to say before I address this, and I'm glad I wrote everything down, is there's a rumor, somebody's going around spreading rumors saying that I'm under investigation for fraud. First of all, that's a lie. Second of all, let me tell you, first of all, let me tell you this. When you get indicted, I was indicted 25 years ago by the United States Secret Service, okay? Those are the people that watch the president. Those are the people that when you do counterfeit money, counterfeit credit cards, anything that have to do with banks, Secret Service gets involved. Do you think I'm dumb enough after doing the time I did and paying my dues to society to come back and do the same thing again and get in trouble? I'm not stupid, y'all. Okay, you're not dealing with a dummy. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of y'all are trying to find out what I'm doing. So you're going around spreading rumors saying that I falsified paperwork in Baba's name. And you're trying to, and the thing is this, you're trying to bring that up so that I could say what you want me to say so that you can find out what I'm doing. But guess what? I'm not talking about that. I'm not here to talk about what I'm doing. I'm here to talk about what they did. Okay? And we're gonna get into it today. Like I said, it's about Shady Dale, Shady Dale. Dale Elaine Brown, Shady Dale. Now, since you want to talk about fraud, let's talk about your trifling ass daughter, Fatima York. Because Fatima York right now is in Liberia. And she's pretending to the tribe that she wants Baba, that she's in Liberia to work on Baba's freedom. And that is a lie, okay? Fatima Dale Elaine Brown is in Liberia because her and her mother are spiritually sick. Okay? Just like they put a lot of magic on me, people put magic on them, and they have the curses of the Pharaoh upon them for what they did to the master teacher. You understand? So what they're trying to do is find out what's going on with them spiritually, and they're trying to get spiritual work done to help them get better. But see, the thing is this. You can't play games with a pharaoh and think you're going to walk around here like it's A-okay. All right? And like I said, I'm going to break it down today, y'all. I need to get me some water. Hold on a second. Let me break this down first. Thank you. So now, let me explain something to you. The first time I met Dale Elaine Brown was when I went to Athens, Georgia. No, I met her in Bun's store in Atlanta, and I asked her. I didn't know who she was. All I know is when I saw her, the first thing I said was, "Ew, who is that?" I was like, "That lady look evil." And the girl that was with me said, "That's Dr. Malachi Z. York's sister." I said, "I don't care who she is. I don't like her." Okay? She didn't look like a nice person, her face. And so when I saw, I said, "Has anyone ever told you that you look like Eartha Kitt?" And she said, "Yeah," but she didn't like what I said that, but that's what she looked like to me. Anyway, so I moved to Athens, Georgia. I go to the All Eyes on Egypt bookstore, and I asked Bilha, "Oh wow, this is nice." And I saw a white dress in there that was made out of crepe material. I bought the dress so that I could make pa'ashutat in my house, because when I got to Athens and I saw the way the people, I can't read the comments, y'all. When I got to Athens and I saw the way the people was behaving and how they was acting towards the master teacher, I didn't want to be a part of that. You understand? And I wanted to stay rooted in the doctrine and rooted on the path. So I started making pashutat, asking the ancestors to protect me so that I won't leave, because it was just horrible things that I was witnessing. So I bought this dress, and I looked at the dress, and it had a funny smell to it. So I rinsed it in cool water. I hand washed it in cool water and woolite, right? And then I hung it up to dry. And when I went to go get it, the dress fell apart. So the sister, who was a seamstress, who just so happened to be at my house at the time with the dress, told me that the dress is dry rotting. And I said, "What's dry rotting?" And she said, "That means that she's had that stuff in her closet for so many years that the threading gets stiff And even if you dry clean it, whatever, it's going to fall apart because the stitching gets dry and it rots and then it falls apart. So I went to the bookstore and asked Bilha, can I please get a refund? I don't have $30 to waste. I was working at a restaurant with a lot of other Nawapians called Fire Mountain, and I was working full time at Dollar America. I had 2 jobs, and I was like, I could barely, I'm making it, but it's like I don't have money to throw away. Like Bilha says to me, the money, I didn't sell it to you. It was Dale, meaning Waukee, who sold it to you. And I said, no, I bought it from you. She said, no, you got it from her. You got to get the money from her. So I reached out to Dale to try to get the money back. And she was like, oh, one of the sisters that was with me said, why does Waukee have all of these clothes in here, secondhand clothes in your shop? Why don't she take them to the Salvation Army and give them away? Right? So Bill High went back and told Dale Elaine Brown what the sister said. And when I approached her at an update for Baba, they had come back from visiting Baba, the sister Neeful, Elizabeth Westbrook, and Robbie Hibner, also known as Robbie Ward, Joseph Hibner's wife. They came back from seeing Baba, and they were supposed to be giving an update. So I went and asked Waukee for my money back. And guess what, y'all? She was like, I'm not giving you your money back. It said wash, and it said, you washed it. You washed it. And I said, it's only $30 though. Like, I need my money. Like, and she had a bad attitude. She was like, basically talking about, we all here for my brother. And I was like, okay, she trying to run that brother game so that she could get over on me and steal my money. I was like, no, I said, I want my money back. She was still going off. This is my brother, and why are we here? We here for my brother, whatever. And she started talking crap to me at the table because they used to sell oils and incense to the family. And she used to sell pictures of the master teacher in frames, right? She would walk up to people and say, look at me, y'all. I look just like him. Look at me. We look just alike. We look just alike, y'all. That's my brother. And it was all about the money with this lady. She didn't give a damn about us. She didn't care about Baba. And she definitely, most definitely, was all about that freaking money. So now let me finish telling y'all. So she got smart with me. And then Iris, who got that gray patch in her hair, the fat one that looked like she about 300 pounds, she got involved and tried to get in my face to fight me over Dale. And that's when I was like, and I wrote Baba about it, and I told Baba I didn't want to be in Georgia no more. And Baba, when she came on a visit, spoke to Waukee, and that's how we became acquainted, okay? Because after that update with Baba, she started being a little nice to me. You know what I'm saying? And I told Baba, I said, why is she selling your pictures and making money off of you, the tribe like this? Like, isn't her son, Kedar Massenberg, she had a pair of Gucci shoes on. She was driving an $80,000 car. I was like, why is she coming around acting like she's starving? And this lady looked like she got all this money. Like I said, y'all, she's a freaking fraud. Now, and also y'all need to know, right? So that happened. That was my first encounter with her. She robbed me for $30 and still ain't give me my money back to this day. Okay? The lady's a thief. Now, and the thing is this, her daughter is in Liberia and asking y'all for money. Check this out, y'all. They are asking y'all for money, right? Saying that it's for Baba's legal, but they're using it for spiritual purposes. It's not for Baba's legal, okay? They asked y'all for money in the beginning because they needed money for Baba's freedom, and they used that money and sent the money to Haiti. They went to Haiti and did a coffin ritual, okay? There's a tribe of people, and they went to these people in Haiti, and a ritual against Baba. They did that in Haiti, and they also did another fire ritual in Georgia, and they danced around a coffin. They danced around a coffin with fire. They did, and I asked, like I said, how did where did Waukee get the coffin from? And they said she got the coffin because she was dating a mortician. And she put it in this box, and they put Baba's clothes in there. They put Baba's items in there, books, tapes, and stuff like that. And they did this ritual. And the reason why they did the ritual was so that, who was this Ansar dude? Delete him. And the reason why they did this ritual was so that Baba would never come out. And they did the ritual to cause confusion in the tribe. So that way, when somebody like me came and said something about it, y'all would think it's a lie. Hold on. All right. Moderators, y'all get on these people. I know it's important what I'm telling y'all. Get these stupid idiots out of my chat room. So now, as I said, family, they did, let me take this off so I won't read the comments. They did a fire ritual, right? The first ritual that they did in Haiti. And what they did was they paid these people to kill Baba. They wanted to make him sick, in jail, and then they wanted him to die in prison. And the reason why was so that the blood wouldn't be on their hands. So that way, if something would happen to the master teacher, they would be able to say, well, it wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? Those people in the prison. And then they would try to act like they're going to take a lawsuit out on the prison and all this other stuff when it's really them. So the first thing they did was they did a ritual in Haiti, and they paid these Haitians money to do a ritual, and they collected the money from y'all saying, oh, we need money to do this. We need money to do this. We need money for the lawyers. And it was all lies. They was using y'all, stealing your money, lying to y'all, and they were creating situations so that Baba could die in prison. But what happened was the master teacher is a pharaoh. So there's a guardian that protects him. So, of course, he never died, but he used to get sick and get angioedema attacks. And by the way, whenever they come live and they do their updates, and they keep talking about angioedema, they're doing that because they want him to get sick in there. They're doing things right now to the master teacher, right, to irritate him in hopes that he would catch an angioedema attack and that he would die from the angioedema, okay? So now, what happened after that was they did that ritual in Haiti, and then they did another ritual in Georgia. And when they did the ritual in Georgia, it was 12 of them surrounding this coffin that they did. And it's called the snake, tongue, and coffin ritual. And I know I mentioned this before, but I have to mention it again so that way you all can understand who is behind the scheme of things. Because Dale, she's the head witch of this whole thing, okay? She's not what y'all think she is. She is a witch. She is the witch called Lilith. There are three of them. There's Lilith, there's Delilah, and there's Jezebel. Jezebel is gone. That was needful. Lilith is Dale Elaine Brown, and Delilah is Robbie Ward, a.k.a. Robbie Hibner. That's Joseph's wife, okay? This is real, y'all, okay? Now, after they did the ritual, they created a situation so that way there would be no constitutional rights for the master teacher. It's like the way they did the spell on the master teacher was they created the spell so that way Baba would have no constitutional rights. Because think about it. You got a judge that violated every law on the planet, right? The judge knew Baba prior to the trial. That's a conflict of interest. He wasn't supposed to be on the trial. Okay. Dr. Thompson, he also wrote Dr. Thompson that letter and said that he would not give Dr. Thompson full staff privileges because he knew Dr. Thompson, right? I mean, because of Dr. Thompson's affiliation with Dr. Malachi Z. York, right? Dr. Thompson gave me a copy of that letter, right? And so they were trying their best to get that letter from me. And no, I'm not giving y'all the letter. Nice try. You're not getting it, right? And so that was a conflict of interest right there. And then on top of that, all the other Nawapians that Judge Charles Ashley Royal had on his case, that's enough evidence for the judge to be impeached and the master teacher to be home, right? But the way they did the spell, they did the spell to create the confusion with the snake, tongue, and coffin ritual. So now, if you don't think this is real, there's a chapter in L's Holy and Jill. When I get off, I'm going to put the chapter in my description. I just had a lot going on this week, you know, with freeing the master teacher. So I didn't have time to really go through those books to put it in. So now check this out, right? So now in the book of Revelations, L's Holy and Jill, the master teacher starts talking about Rosemary's baby, right? He talks about Roosevelt, which is President Theodore Roosevelt. And there's no coincidence that Shalimar's father's last name is Eli Roosevelt Richardson. I mean, his middle name is Roosevelt. Remember, the math teacher said these are titles. They're not names. And it has a lot to do with his incarceration, right? And then also remember in the movie Rosemary's Baby, and in the book of Revelations, the math teacher also has a picture of Roberta Flack, who is a black woman, but she's a witch. And the math teacher explained to us, I know because I worked in York Productions with the math teacher. The master teacher explained that Donnie Hathaway was a sacrifice and that Roberta Flack was a witch. And I don't know if y'all remember that song that they did called Back Together Again. And it goes, you and I, back together again. That song. Remember, they did that song together, and shortly after that, he died. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you all need to understand the nature of the devil and how witches work. They're always going to come like they're your friend. They're always going to act like they want the best for you because they can't let you know who they are. They're not going to come stabbing you with the knife. They're going to have that knife behind their back and they're going to say, Rahul Bat, my sister, oh, I love you so much. But they got that knife behind their back. So now what happened was they did this ritual to create confusion in the tribe, to create confusion in the case so that the master teacher would never get out. But they was hoping that he would be assassinated by now, okay? And what they were going to do is make it look like it was the prison who did it when it was really Dale behind all of the satanic rituals. Dale and her daughter, Mary Elaine York, are behind it, okay? So they did that ritual, and then they also did another fire ritual with the tone ceremony. Y'all remember I told y'all about that, and they had fire, and I know a lot of y'all got sick after that. Okay, and they also did another a spiritual spell against Baba in the case with Victoria Broussard. Now, let me explain something to you. The master teacher had, and I'm gonna show y'all Victoria Broussard in a minute. The master teacher had gave them a picture of him because in the federal prison you can take a picture, right? You put it in your commissary that you want to take a picture, and they come and they take a picture of you in your cell, right? Because the master teacher is in ADX Supermax. The men that are not in ADX Supermax, they can take pictures in their yard and different places, right? So Baba took a picture of himself and sent it to Victoria. And Victoria took the picture, I guess, and gave a copy to Sanab and Waki and all of them. And what they did was they took the picture of the master teacher and they photoshopped it, right? And they put another man's head in front of Baba's face to make him look like he had glaucoma. And then they put the kufi part was there. And then you could see Baba's Murdoch braid in the back. And they took that picture and they posted it on Facebook, and they was making a mockery of the master teacher. Now, how do you know that these people don't want him home? Because that picture was given to them. Dale Elaine Brown, Victoria Broussard, Mary Elaine York, which is her daughter Fatima, they all had a Sanab, who's Arkif Ashley, Carla Thomas, all of them at the administration at that bookstore in Brooklyn, and those people in Georgia, they had a copy of that picture of the master teacher, and they put that picture out. I didn't have a picture of the master teacher. He never sent me a picture of him in prison. He sent me pictures of him in Egypt at the pyramids of Giza. He also gave me another picture of him that I have in a frame in my bedroom. I don't have pictures of Baba from being incarcerated. So that should let you know right there who his enemies are, because they took the picture and then they made a mockery of Baba. And then not only that, they started having balls, collecting money, standing up in front of us. Who was in charge of the balls? It was always Dale. She was always the one in charge of the balls. Remember, anytime there was a ball that didn't have anything to do with her, which was with Amutet in Bushwick Avenue, her name is Gadushtat. Her real name is Cheryl Ann St. Clair. She's from Trinidad. She had a bookstore, and I don't know if she still has it, a bookstore in North Carolina. She was the only sister outside of the inner circle that decided to have a ball. And what happened? Her daughter, Mary Elaine York, and Dale walked up to her and snatched the money out of her hand. And there were tribal members who are on this call, who are on my live right now, know that what I'm saying is true. And it was a big fight in there, and they were all upset. And I said to myself, okay, if y'all are upset about this, why y'all keep going to the ball? First of all, why y'all keep having parties while the master teacher is incarcerated? So now, let me explain something to y'all. So um, now, I want y'all to also recognize that anytime something is done, because remember, they're the ones running things. Dale Elaine Brown, Tashaka Malik, Carla Thomas, a.k.a. Tabitjet, Gadushtat, and all them in administration, they never do anything for the children. Think about that. Every time they do something, it's a ball for them. Every time they do something, it's a party for them. They get all dressed up. You never see children there. And if you do, it's few. They never do anything for the children. It's always about them. And one of the reasons why they never do anything for the children is because they don't like children. Dale Elaine Brown hates children. She does not like children. Evil people does not like children. Okay? Now, they always having balls and parties and all these things going on, collecting money. Let me tell you what she did. Let me tell you what this witch did before. One day, they decided to have what's called a picnic, right? This was in Athens, Georgia. And what she does is she uses her letters that she got from her brother from writing in prison. She uses the letters and she dangles them like gold to the family. Oh, I got a letter, I got a letter. But she'll never make a copy of the letter, post it for all of us to read. You see, she holds on to the letter and she reads it, or she used to get Rick to read them, or Robbie's husband Joe to read it, or she'll get Dana to read the letters to us. So what she did was she had a picnic and said, I want y'all all to come to this picnic, but I don't want y'all bringing no food. Food is going to be sold at the picnic. First of all, it's a park. Second of all, it's free, right? First of all, it's a park. Second of all, it's free. Why would you tell tribal members not to bring food to a picnic? And don't you know some of these people didn't do it? They listened to her. They didn't bring no. And guess what she did? I brought my own food. I said, I wish somebody would come over here and tell me to bring my food up to sell it. So this other brother named John was frying fish, and Rick and Joe came over to him like gangsters and was like, you need to put that fish up there to be sold, brother. We selling stuff here today. You know, and it was because Waukee didn't want to collect money from everybody from selling the food. You know, it was really for her to pay her bills, to pay whatever. You understand? It was never about the master teacher. So, so they went up to this brother John. They took his fish. They took his stuff and told him that all that fish you frying need to go up there to be sold. This is being sold. We need the money, is what they did. And I said, I wish they would come over here. And they didn't. And guess what? I had this beautiful nose ring. I like nose rings. I have a lot of different ones. And my other one that I have that comes down is being repaired. But I got a lot of exotic nose rings. And she saw me come in with my nose ring. And she begged me for the nose ring. And I'm going to go get the picture in a minute. I'm going to show y'all. And she begged me. She was like, give me that nose ring. Give me that. I said, no, this is my nose ring. She was like, give me that nose ring. I want that nose ring. And I said, you don't even have alcohol. It's been in my nose. She was like, Rick, you got an alcohol pad? I don't know where this dude got the alcohol pad from. He was like, here we go, Tabitjet. Come on, Jetta. Give me that nose ring. So I took it out to give it to her, and she put it in her nose and was walking around with my nose ring on. I was like, yo, this lady is sick, okay? When it comes to competition, wanting to look like whatever, she's evil. And guess what? As soon as she meets her pretty sister, the first thing she does is ask them, did you ever sleep with my brother? And my thing is, first of all, why is that so important to you, Dale? And if that's your brother, why are you asking women personal questions about your brother? And that's how you know that's not her brother, because she acts like she wants to sleep with him. Okay? Now, let me show y'all this picture of this other evil lady. Hold on. Hold on a second. Okay. This is Victoria. And now listen to this. Look at this, y'all. I would like all Sabians to show some love and honor and respect and wish our clan mother Hilmut Tawar Ret, Atum Reye, Farid La Dud Zamut. Happy birthday, beloved clan mother. And all this. What is wrong with these people, y'all? Look, she got her picture next to Baba. She thinks she's the master teacher. Look, why's your picture there with Baba? You are not his sister. Look at her here. She really looked like a fly in this picture. So here she go right here with Victoria Broussard. And look at them. They look evil. They look like witches. Can't y'all tell? Y'all can't tell witches when y'all see one? She's a witch. And guess what they did? They went to Prospect Park. They took Bob's picture and they did another fire ritual in Prospect Park where they burned fire. And she was there, she was there, and she was there. Okay? And this is Prince York up here with her. You see? It's all about parties, y'all. It's all about celebration because they want to take over. They want us to be how we are to the master teacher to them, as you can see. Here she go right here. Ew. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me get my fly swatter. Oh my gosh. What is that, y'all? What is that? What is that? Disgusting. Look at her. And look at them there laughing. The master teacher's incarcerated. Why are they laughing and having a ball, y'all? Why? Why are they laughing and having a ball while the master teacher is incarcerated, family? Look at this picture right here. First of all, why you look at Tashaka Malik? Why they leaned into each other like that? Like they slept with each other. And look at Sakina there. They took our tribe and turned it into OES. The master teacher calls the daughters of Zahra, those sisters that's in OES, Baba calls them the daughters of Zahra. And he calls the brothers that are in the lodge that refuse to practice AEO, which is our ancient Egyptian order, he calls them the sons of Zuin. So these are the daughters of Zahra and the sons of Zuin. And look at her. What they doing? Like, what is that, y'all? That's not our way. Like, she all linked into him. Kissing, and he kissing on her and all that. See, they all got a plot. They all got a plot in the scheme, y'all. They are all a part of the scheme of things to keep the master teacher locked up. And look, here's Obar then, and look at Obar now. Ew, he look horrible, y'all. Oh, he look horrible. They all plotted against the master teacher, and they have fire rituals in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. Okay? Now, hold on a second. I got to show y'all something else. 1 minute. I got to tell y'all something else. Hold on, let me get my book. Because what I did was, I took some notes. Okay? Now, I don't know if y'all noticed this. This is another thing that y'all have to understand with this witch. She is the witch called Lilith. Okay? Let me explain some things to y'all about what she did. When we were in Athens, Georgia, I don't know whose decision this was, and I don't even know if Baba knew that this took place. But they took molds and they molded a statue of Baba, right? And they molded him in cement and put him in gold. This is also a ritual, and this is also something very evil. But you all have to, the next time you go into the Parah, you have to look at that statue and say to yourself, why did they put the master teacher in stone? Why is the master teacher in stone, family? Think about that. Why is he in stone painted in gold in that Parah? Why? Because they don't intend for him to ever come out. That was a ritual that they did. Putting him in stone. Our deities were put in stone that used to dwell here that are on another planet. Why would you do that to the master teacher? Put him in stone. Let me tell you what they did. In Athens, Georgia, right, I had fell out with the family because I've been coming for them. They could sit up here and act like, oh, that's Tabitjet. I've been coming for these niggas, okay? They took Baba clothes while Key had it. She took Baba's clothes, right? And put them inside. There's a chair that belongs to Baba that he had on Tamaray, a throne. his throne. They took Baba's throne, they sat it down, and they took his clothes, his namurs, they took his was, his staff, and they took his shoes, and they put it in his chair to make it look like he was there, right? But you could tell it was witchcraft. I said, and so they had banned me from talking to the family and did all this evil stuff and said I wasn't allowed to come around no more and this and that. And Baba got upset, was like, please, all the stuff they did during Brunswick during my trial, he was like, all the stuff they did in Brunswick during my trial. Tell Tron I said to put locks on the door. Who the hell are they to tell somebody they white bald and they can't come around no more because they don't like what I said about them, right? So when I came back, they had built this mold, right? And the mold, it was like a statue with Baba sitting on. They took the mold of Baba and put it on top, way up high there, on like this mountain type thing. And I'm looking, and I'm like, yo, this is so freaking evil. I was like, what is this? Why would they take Baba's chair and sit it all the way up there? And then they had people coming in a line, bowing to Baba, going to this like altar that they made, and everybody was going to the statue, standing there like they was praying and going like this to the statue. And I said to the sister, is this approved by the master teacher? Yes or no? Is this approved by him? And the answer was no. She was the one who did that. ELAINE Brown is the head witch. She's the Lilith witch that did all of this, okay? And they had this statue going on with Baba. Now, let me get on to the next thing she did. Now, they always talking all this stuff about me, with my the mug shot from, what, 9, 10 years ago, whatever, 15, 25 years ago. But did y'all know that ELAINE Brown is a lesbian and that she shot her lover in the face with a gun? And guess what? Baba was the one that got her off of those charges. Baba got her a lawyer. Baba bailed her out, put up all that money to get her out, and helped her get out of the situation that she was in. Okay? So she shot her girl in the face, okay? She's a freaking murderer. Like I told y'all, these people are murderers. Did y'all know that her husband, or not her husband, because she has so many men. Look, that lady done had about 15 men already since Baba been in there. In and out of her bed. In and out of bed. Every time she break up with one brother, she get another one. And she uses them. Shut up! And she fights with them and argues with them. There's a man that she was with named Larry. Right? He died in the center of her house. Now, I've been in her house. When you come in her house, the kitchen, when you go through the back way or the front way, the kitchen is right there. And then there's a big circle, right? And you look up and there's like a balcony where you can walk up the steps. As soon as you go up the steps, who she claimed Fatima room is right there. That's the room she had Larry living in. It was nasty too. She was like, oh, you can sleep in this room, Tabitjet. I went in that room. I was like, ew, who was in this nasty? It was dirty. She keeps a filthy freaking house and she uses Nawapians to clean it. So the guy, Larry, who she was dating, he was a truck driver, but he used to lift weights because he used to rape the lizards. Now, the lizards are these women that they call lizards. They're the women that the truck drivers see because they're whores. And they always see truck drivers is on the road. They always out. You know what I'm saying? They not home most of the time. And some they come out to those little trucking stop spots to meet the men. So this guy, Larry, was a truck driver, but he also used to rape those lizards because they were prostitutes. So who they gonna go run and tell if he get them up in his trailer, right? Yeah, lot lizards. Here, let me make you a moderator. I appreciate it. Add as a moderator. Okay. I just made you a moderator, Mr. Lovett. Please help me moderate. Thank you. Yeah, they're called lot lizards. So what he used to do was rape them and sleep with them. So one time she asked me to come to her house to help her clean up or whatever, get something done. And she said, I got some letters my brother wrote. My brother wrote these beautiful letters and he mentioned your name. He said, would you like to read some of the letters? I was like, oh, yeah, yes. So I went there. She never read a letter, nothing. It was all game. She's trying to get me in her bed because she's a lesbian. So then when her little plan didn't work, she got upset and woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, first she started calling me all kinds of B's, you mother effing this and that. And I called her daughter. I said, yo, you better come and get your mother. Like, I ain't going to be too many mother effing this and that. And her daughter was like, was my mother drinking? And I said, yeah. And she said, she said, my mother's schizophrenic, Tabitjet. I said, yeah, right. She said, Deborah, my mom is schizophrenic. She said, and listen, if it gets out of hand, just call me back again and I'll come and pick you up. So she was like, my mother takes pills and my mother's schizophrenic. I was like, okay. So that explains it all. So then she wanted me to drive around with her at night looking for this man named Larry, right? So now, finally, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the man Larry died in the middle of her kitchen on the floor. And like I said, the kitchen is the center of the house. So that man's spirit, Larry, is there. Larry, remember I told y'all, they murderers, they killers, they liars, they're jealous ones, they're evil. And she killed that man, Larry. Because if she didn't kill him, why did he die in the middle of her kitchen floor? Okay? Dead in the middle of her floor. Died, dead and gone. And then another thing, she's racist too. She don't like dark-skinned people. Every time she dates somebody, it's always somebody lighter than a brown paper bag. Now, so now let me tell y'all this, right? So now, the plot that she played in with Bob's, let me go back to this wall again. The plot that she played in against Baba being incarcerated was she did the plot that she played in Baba being incarcerated. Shame on you, Dale Elaine Brown. Let me tell you what she did. Now, when Baba got arrested, she got with Ishmael and her brother in them, and they got how you call it? They got Baba's pre-sentencing investigation report together, right? So what she did was she got Baba's pre-sentence investigation report. So how it works is like this. A PSI, a pre-sentencing investigation report, is what they do when you get incarcerated. They need that to see how much time you should get. And this report goes to the judge, right? So what she did was she plotted and used his birth certificate. You know, they twisted words around and altered birth certificates, which is a crime, a federal crime. Oh yeah, they get into that, okay? And I'm pretty sure she was a part of it too. And what they did was they got Baba's name while Baba was being tortured, while the master teacher was being tortured. They took Baba's name and gave him that name, Dwight York. I'm pissed off, y'all, because why did you do that to Baba? I'm so freaking upset because you put him in there under that fake Dwight D. York name. That's not his name, and you know it. You freaking know it, you freaking whore. We're going to get into it, y'all. I'm so freaking upset right now thinking about this crap. So now what they did was, hold on a second, I want to look up something for y'all so y'all can understand what a pre-sentencing investigation report is. Hold on. You freaking whore. You nasty freaking whore. Every time you turn around, you with a different man. You with a different brother. You lied. You stole money. You played games with Baba for years. He's in there because of you. You're the reason why he's still locked up. You're the main reason why it's May 8th and he's still locked up because of you. Hold on. Let me go to Google real quick because I got to help y'all understand this, what she did with Baba's name. Okay? Hold on. PSI report. Okay, here it is. Let me show y'all what it says here. Hold on. Okay. It says a pre-sentence investigation report. A pre-sentencing investigation report is an investigation report provides sentencing for judge information concerning the defendant's life. See? Information concerning the defendant's life and offense circumstances, and provides the judge with relevant information on which to base a sentencing decision. You see? So now what's so important, excuse me, y'all. So let me put this here. So what's so important about the pre-sentencing investigation report is this. The pre-sentencing investigation report helps the judge decide the sentence of the inmate, right? Of the defendant. So what Waukee did was she switched Baba's name to Dwight Dennis York in the pre-sentence investigation report. She also told them that Baba got all these kids. Oh, he got over 1,000, 100 children. She also told them that they brought up all the false claims, all the stuff that they said that Baba did with the children. She made it look like it was real. She made it look believable. And they used the name Dwight D. York because as Malachi Z. York, as a diplomat, is free. And then her daughter, Fatima York, Mary ELAINE York, she started going in on the tribe saying Baba's not a Liberian. Baba's not from Liberia. Baba's not an African. He was born in their family. He's a York like us. That's how she did that. So they used Baba's pre-sentence investigation report. They never mentioned anything about Baba's humanitarian skills and all of the things that he's done for people. They never brought up anything about Baba's properties, how he cleaned up Bushwick Avenue, how he received an award from Mayor Koch. They never spoke about anything good about the master teacher, about the money he donated for sickle cell, about the people in college, the money he donated in college, all the people whose lives he changed. Let me tell y'all something. There are many members of this tribe, or people who used to be a part of this tribe, or the people that used to walk with Dr. York that are wealthy right now. Why? Because Dr. Malachi York was the one that told them all to get licenses and said, listen, we can't peddle no more, so y'all get licensed for a trade to start your own business. And it's a lot of brothers that are very wealthy because of the master teacher. Okay? That is a fact. So what she did was she took the pre-sentence investigation report and made Baba look like this pimp, like a monster, like a hideous, whatever. But she kind of tried to finesse it. And she was the reason why she was part of the reason why Baba got all that time. Now, let me tell you something. When they did the satanic rituals, they did that when Baba was incarcerated. After he got locked up, then they did all of that. They was like, we got to get him in. We got to keep him in. And they used Jacob. They used Abigail. They used Damian Pryor. They used Obar. They used Kedar for the financial support. And then she played on y'all. My brother, come on, guys. Y'all, you guys help me. This is my brother. We got to come together with our shook. It's got to be love, family. You got to come on, guys. Come together, man. Do this for my brother. All the while, she was a plot. Let me tell you something what Baba taught us back in the days. And it used to bug me out. Baba said, remember the man Sherlock Holmes? He was the man that used to go around. He would go around to try to resolve murders and stuff, right? The master teacher told us that Sherlock Holmes was the one who did all the murders. He was the one who committed all the murders. You see? He was the one who started it and committed all the murders. And yet he was going around with his magnifying glass looking for fingerprints when he was the one who did it all along. Y'all have to remember what we dealing with, y'all. We dealing with a devil. We dealing with a witch, and we dealing with a head witch. We dealing with a woman that is evil, a woman that's a whore, a woman that's a liar, and she'll cry at any minute. She always talking about, hold on a minute. It's what she does. to make you have sympathy for her and be like, oh, you poor lady. Oh, you so poor. I'm so sorry this happened to your brother. When she was the one who did it all along. Sherlock Holmes. Let me tell you something. They jealous of Baba. Let me tell you something. When Baba was in his younger age growing up, and then he found out who he was, he started to attract a lot of people, right? And the math teacher started to teach, and he started to do this community. And Obar and Obar started getting jealous that they wanted Baba to be this man named Duke who used to hang around them. And Baba's like, look, man, these beings came to me and they told me they chose me. I got a job to do. You understand? And they started getting jealous. You understand what I'm saying? They started getting jealous of the attention that Baba was getting. The people, like for instance, look at me. The math teacher's been incarcerated 23 years. I'm still here fighting for him. There's so many of us that still love him. They are jealous of that. They said, how is this man got so many people, that love him so much like this? And he's in prison. He's been in there 23 years now, and these people are still coming, still here for him. They trust me. I'm telling you right now, they are super duper jealous of the master teacher. They want him to be assassinated in there so they could be the next in line to rule. You understand? They're jealous of him. Baba's Murdoch braid is all the way down in the middle of his back. So you know what she did? She put in a fake weave in her hair and started combing her fake hair on top of it, acting like that's her real hair. She's bald-headed. She's bald-headed, and her daughter, Fatima York, they're bald-headed. They wear weaves. It look like real hair, like this my hair. They get hair that look like this, and they take it, and they do tracks, and sew it in their freaking hair. That's not even her freaking hair. You know what else they do? They get people to work for them. Oh, because they want to be the master teacher. Baba's fake brother, stepbrother, or whatever you want to call him, Obar, Dale Elaine Brown, they're jealous of Dr. Malachi York. They jealous of the fame. They jealous of the attention that he gets. They jealous of his and how big he's grown from when he first came to this country. I'm going to get into that too, y'all, because that's not his DNA sister. They're not related. She doesn't have an inch of Dr. Malachi York's blood in her freaking body, okay? I want to make sure I covered everything. Now, remember I told y'all when Baba was sick and they stomped on his toe and his foot got infected? He told me that they all knew about it. And they didn't even come back and tell us nothing. All they was concerned about was the money and having a ball. Now, I want to tell you something else. Now, this is kind of sad and hard for me to express, but I'm going to say it. I had asked Amunuma, right, the Sabian assassin at the time. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, why is the brother, Mel Sanders, why is he around her? He don't know who that lady is. And he told me that Baba told him, look after my sister. I need you to watch over my sister and look after my sister. But see, the thing is this, that Baba is a master. And the reason why he probably told him to watch her is because he wanted him to see who she was. So a long time ago, a few years back, I did a conference call and told everybody that they're witches, told everybody that they spellcasters, told everybody that she's evil. And I said, and I made this point. I said, if she's not an evil woman, why she keep breaking and falling and breaking? Why is she sick? Why, y'all? She's sick and her daughter's sick, and they're trying to get people to heal them on a spiritual level because they're witches. They did so much stuff to Baba, and now it's coming back to them. You understand? So I asked the brother, why is this brother around Waki? Then next thing you know, his son passed away. His son got shot. And then after that, his daughter died. And I was like, damn, man, why? And I said to myself, something ain't right. I don't know if Waki cast a spell. I'm talking about the brother Mel Sanders, who has a wife named Ab Correa. And when I told everybody about Waki and what she did to Baba, he left from going in her bookstore and opened up the culture center. And everybody started going there. And then they slowly went back over there with Dale. And I don't understand why y'all doing this, because she's the reason why the math teacher's incarcerated. Hold on a second, y'all. One moment. Now, my thing is this, right? She uses y'all to clean for her, to fix her house. Whatever she need done, she got a plumbing problem. She calls the brothers. She calls Shock Malik to get brothers to come over there and do it. Why can't you? Your son is a millionaire. You got all this money. Why don't you get the professionals to come in there and do it for you? Why are you using Baba's followers? Like you're the master teacher. You're not the master teacher, Dale Elaine Brown. You're not. And the thing is this, why are they asking the family for $50,000 when Sakina and Waukee stole $900,000? Why can't they do that? Why can't they get the money from the $900,000 that they stole, that they got from their mother? When their mother, before she passed away, they stole money from her. She did a book called My Brother the Extraterrestrial, and she tries to make people think that she wrote it. She didn't write that book. Baba wrote that book. And she did a book signing and was collect money. Then it's all about money with this lady. You know, when they was at the continuing education building at the UGA, they was fighting Mr. Bundy and Agent Patrick over money. They was fighting because she wanted to be the one to collect the money. Her and Mr. Bundy got into a fight. And they was physically arguing. Joe, Rick, and all of them was her entourage against Mr. Bundy and the people that was working with him that he set up called the Friends of Malachi. They was stealing money, fighting over money, arguing over money, having picnics, balls, parties, cake sales, you name it. Stealing in the name of the Most High. Stealing in the name of Panabab Yanun, y'all. This is sad. Now, let me tell y'all something else. The master teacher she's one of the reasons why Dr. Malachi Z. York is still incarcerated. And the master teacher has set up, I had set up a meeting, and I'm going to bring this up again because I'm tired of y'all talking about me, talking crap, saying that I've got something to do with fraud or whatever, when the fraudulent people is her. She blocked me from getting into a meeting with Hank Johnson, right, that I set up with Hank Johnson, Secretary Nippy, and Fatima York, right? And that night, she told Fatima, don't let Tabitjet in that meeting. And then she used to tell her daughter, find out what she's doing. And then Fatima, Mary York, which is her daughter, Mary Elaine York, not Fatima Ozoa Okron, not that hoe, not her, not that whore. I'm talking about Mary Elaine York's daughter. Fatima York, or Mary Elaine York is her real name. She will call me and say, what are you doing? She said, Tabitjet, please, 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 Tabitjet, can I work with you and help you with what you're working with on the judge? She begged me, and I said no. And another thing she did, there was a brother named Dentot Ray, whose name is Charles Arol. He's from Haiti. And there's another brother named Amir, but I forgot what his AEO name is. But Charles Arol's name is Dentot Ray. Both of them brothers are still in Liberia. So what happened was Baba had called them the wise men, and they were working in Colorado, right? And they were working with three of them, a brother named Jamiel, Dentot Ray, and a brother Amir, and Baba called them the wise men. And they were working very intensively on some things about the laws and cases of ADX, the Bureau of Prisons and Congress, and how the system works, right? And they were helping me understand it from another level. Know what Fatima York did? Mary Elaine York did? Shady Dale went and told her daughter, you need to get over there and find out what them brothers are doing. Because, see, let me explain something to you about these witches. Just like psychics can tell you about, your life, your family, and they can talk in the spirit world. These witches, they can talk in the spirit world. So what they do is they call on these spirits, just like they do in Disney movies, and they say, tell me what is going on with Malachi. How is Malachi going to get out? And then they'll say, there's a woman that's working. She's the one who can free Malachi. She's the only one that's working, that's going to free Malachi. And so what they do is they start going to work on me. Let me tell you something. When the young elder had made statements about me in a car accident and all of that, and I asked my family about this man, they said that they all work together. They said they all work together, and that the reason why, they said that they all work together, and that the reason why the young elder, they were using him is because he would be somebody that I least suspect to do something to hurt me. And they were saying that so many people in this tribe have done so many evil things to me that it's amazing that I'm still alive, because I was supposed to be dead by now. You understand? So Dale Elaine Brown is the head witch. She's the Madame Blavatsky, for lack of a better word, because this is the day, May 8th was the day that Madame Blavatsky died. You see what I'm saying? Madame Blavatsky was a big witch, and all of them are part of a group called the Thule, Thule, the Thule Society. Okay? They are secretly have a pact with the devil, family. And what I'm telling you about this woman is true. She is a fly. Why do I say a fly? Because what do Bible call shadowers? Bible calls shadowers, he says their tongue is like a cesspool of maggots, and that they are, with which nothing comes forth but filth and bad smells. And they do. One time I was standing next to Waki, and her breath had smelled so bad that I've never smelled anything that strong come out of a person's body. And I was like, what is that? And then, hold on, I'm gonna let you. Baba said, so I had wrote Baba about it, but I didn't tell him what it was. I just said, why is some of these people having these bad smells? And the master teacher said to watch this movie called The Possession. This is the name of the movie that the master teacher said to watch. Now, in this movie, there was a woman, that a young girl that found this box. And inside the box was a piece of hair. It was something else in a mirror, and they locked it up. So the man in this movie, he said he went to a rabbi, a Jewish person, because he saw inside the box there was some Hebrew writing on it. So he went and asked the man about the box. So these men were sitting in a circle, and they said, what did you do with the box? Now, mind you, this is based on a true story. They said, did you open a box? And he was like, yeah, my daughter opened it. They said, whoa. They all backed up and they left. And he was like, what's the problem? I don't understand. The man was crying. He was like, my daughter. So what they did was they did MRI, put the daughter, little girl, in the machine, and there was something that wasn't human inside the girl. So what I'm trying to explain to y'all is what's inside of Waki, she's not human. Like, look, I need y'all to look at this picture again. I want y'all to look at this picture. Oh, hold on. I want y'all to look at this picture. Look at her hair. And look at her hair. Look, y'all. It's something inside of her. I'm telling you, there's something from the Fly family. This evil freaking witch. This evil freaking witch. I smacked it down, y'all. This evil freaking witch, man. She's a devil. She's a whore. And I don't know how many freaking men in this tribe she done slept with. Larry died. She was with the mortician. She was with, and I'm going to tell y'all another thing too. I got to sit down and tell y'all something else that I just remembered about her. Look at her. She's evil. She's not a nice person. This her in a bookstore, y'all. She opened up the bookstore. She get them to give her everything. And the thing is this, that's not even her hair. That's a weave. That's not her hair. She's bald-headed. Her and her daughter, they don't have hair. This is her. The Fly. Yeah, y'all got to watch that movie. Look at her. Look at Tashaka Malik. They all work together, y'all. The Thule Society. They are all witches and warlocks. And they're working for the other side. They don't want Panabab Yanun released. And they definitely don't want me working to help him. Okay? This fly gotta go. Sick of these freaking devils. Let me tell you something about her too. Let me tell you something else that I noticed about them. Let me tell you something else that's going on with her. It is not just her. You understand? It's a lot of them. They're all working together. Now check this out. Those of you who lived on Tamaray, you know this to be true. Baba's wife was Kathy, right? Everybody knows that Kathy Johnson was Baba's wife, right? So what does Waki do? She goes and gets with Kathy's father, Fred Johnson, right? Why? Because that ties her in to Baba. And the thing is this too, this another thing, y'all. Answer this question is another thing I noticed. Check this out, y'all. Why she always got this thing around her neck? Why is it that? Is that a recorder for the government? Look, she got it around her neck here. Come on, they got different AirPods out now. Why she got that, y'all? Look, she got it around her neck. Is that around her neck there? Look, she always got that freaking device around her freaking neck. What's up, y'all? Y'all think that this lady, look at this lady, y'all. She is not related to Dr. Malachi York. Dr. Malachi York came to this country in 1957. He was 12 years old. And Sheikh Daoud brought him to the York family. Okay? And when Dr. Malachi York was brought to the York family, they had to hide him and his father, or else they would be deported back to the Sudan. Okay? And so what happened was when Dr. Malachi York was taken to the York family, he didn't have a birth certificate, and their mother, Mary York, Mary C. York, got a birth certificate, and it didn't have a name on it. It said male child, and it said York because they needed to put the math teacher in school. Okay? And I said to Baba one day, I said, yeah, but y'all kind of favor each other. Baba said, if you really look at them and you look at me, they have a snout nose. Baba said, I do not have a snout nose. Baba said, look at their nose and look at mine. Baba said, we're not related. It was made to look that way, to hide me and protect the child. Do y'all understand that? Now, all of us, those of us who study and read, we know that there's a book called The Story of Noah, The True Story of Noah. And also, if you read the back of the Ratib, also if you read the Holy Tablets, chapter 19, you will understand that this is not the master teacher's DNA family. Okay? He was not born to Mary C. York. If you read the book called Man for Planet Ritz, he explains things about his life and what happened to him there. This is not his sister. This is not his brother. Okay? They're not related. That is his son, Ishmael. And that is his nephew because Ishmael's mother, Yolanda, that's his sister. Her youngest sister. That's who Ishmael's mother is. All right? So if you want to know the true story about Dr. Malachi York, those of you who have that family lineage, if you want a copy of it, I have it written from the Master Teacher where he calls Dale Elaine Brown mother, Mary C. York, his adopted mother. All right? They protected the child when he came to the United States. They gave him that birth certificate and put him in school. Okay? And her father used to beat Baba. All right? And that's why he went to New Jersey with his aunt Fletcher, with the woman Diane Fletcher. He went out there with her. Okay? He had a very rough life, the master teacher. And the thing is, with all that Baba's been through, he still found a way to help these people. And look at what they did to him. Now, why would he write that in a prayer of Amun and say we used to eat together, we used to walk together? Exactly. They FBI agents and CIA agents fronting. They working for the government, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know about people that come, his own family, trying to steal his glory, trying to take his shine. They didn't write any books and they done nothing for anyone. So how dare you? What have you done for people, Dale? Absolutely nothing. Where my fly swatter at? See, the thing is this. She's a freaking whore. She's a freaking liar. She's a freaking thief. Okay? What have you done for your people, Dale Elaine Brown? You've done nothing. You've written no books. You've done nothing to help anyone but ask for money. All right? You paid off your house. You paid off your house off the back of Sabine's. Okay? And that is a fact. This is sad, what she did to Panabab Yanun with that pre-sentencing investigation report. And that's why Bob is still in there under Dr. Malachi Z. York. And they worked hard with the Embassy of Liberia to stop Barbara from getting out. All right? They FBI agents. They all working for feds. I'm telling you what I know. And they did spells, rituals, evil things that they did. Put Barbara in stone. They put Barbara, y'all. They put Barbara in stone. In the car. Can't y'all see that? Y'all, that's right in your face for y'all to see. They put him in stone. Why do they have Barbara in a stone statue? Let's look up what stone statues is for. Why do they put people in stone? Let's look and see what Google says. Hold on. Why? Because you don't put a person that's alive. You don't make a statue of a person that's alive. Why are statues? Hold on. Why are statues created? It says, a statue may be considered a remembrance of history. You see, in the past, a statue may be a remembrance of history and culture at face value. Why would a monument? What is a monument for? It's to commemorate a person or an event. Like this is a statue represents something from the past. Is no way in the world should the master teacher be in gold in a stone anywhere on this planet. Y'all need to take that down. Y'all need to break that statue down and break the spell of Lawi Tenan'u. Y'all need to break the spell of Lawi Tenan'u. All right? So that the math teacher can come out freely. And those of you who want to support me, please, I need the rest of the money. How am I going to do this, y'all, if y'all not working with me? Work with me, not against me. You know, let me see if I missed anything about this freaking witch, man. Because like I said, she did all this, she cast all these spells, and she did all this stuff to Baba, and now she's sick. You see? You see what happens to them? They cast a spell, and they did all this evil stuff to the master teacher, and now they are sick. If she loves Baba so much, why is she sick? Why she can't go up there to visit no more? Because she's sick. She's sick, and guess what? It's something inside of her. Like I said, where's that movie at? It's something inside of her. Y'all better watch that movie. Why would Baba say to watch this movie? It's something inside of her. It's something inside of Sakina. There's something inside of Mary Elaine York, her daughter. There's something inside of Carla Thomas. And there's something inside of, what's her name? Cheryl Ann St. Clair, Gadushtat, Mazelli. It would be, I don't know how does Zell work? I guess it would email me. Email me at Carbonado. Email me at ashantizulu@gmail.com. Because it might be something that I don't want everybody in my business on here. So my family, why is she milking the tribe for money? Why she can't just take her house? Why she can't just take her house and put her house up, do a mortgage loan if they need that much money? Why they getting it from us? They stealing it from us. Why? Okay, she brings the worst out of a person. You know what I'm saying? She's a whore, she's lustful, and she's a freaking devil. And that is a fact. Oh yeah, that's my Zelly. You can Zelly me through my email, I believe. Let me see what else I got on her. Like I said, how come everybody that come around her, they get sick or things start happening to them? Like the brother Mel Sanders. Why is his daughter not here and his son not here? Why? What parent wants to bury their children? You understand what I'm saying? And they was around her. This is about the man named Dr. Malachi Z. York. He was incarcerated for 23 years, and his family put him in prison. Let me show you. Okay, cool. Okay, so y'all are walking with people whose destination is hell. The Ku Klux Klan has joined the chat. It's okay. Let me tell y'all something. So they stomped on Baba's foot. When Baba's foot got infected, they knew about it. They never came back to the tribe and told us anything. You know what I'm saying? He never said, Agent Patrick mentioned it, but when it got infected and Baba couldn't walk, they would never tell us that. All they do was just say, we need money, we need money, we need money. When Baba had a toothache and he was sick in there, y'all heard my prior audios where Baba said his tooth was killing him. What did they do? They went and they had a ball. Okay? It's been more than 22 years. Today marks 23 years. This is the 23rd year of the master teacher's incarceration, y'all. And I'm telling you now, Shady Dale is behind it. She's behind it. Like I said, she messed up. Thank you. She messed up the master teachers. She messed up the master teachers PS pre-sentencing investigation report. They got that fake Dwight D. York birth certificate, and Ishmael, his own son, worked with him to help him. You know, and Obar and Mary Elaine York. Okay, they're all sick now, all of them. Obar is probably walking around with Depend diapers on there. And I'm pretty sure Waukee probably got them on too. And her daughter, they're all sick. They're all sick. My Cash App is, one of my moderators, please put my Cash App in there for Valerie Bauer. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all? This is sad because today is May 8th. And I wanted to tell y'all that Dale Elaine Brown is behind Dr. Malachi Z. York's incarceration. She doesn't want him out, okay? Because once he comes out, it's over for them. It's over for them, y'all. Right, 23 years to be incarcerated. Come on, man. Y'all got to work with me. Y'all have to help me. Y'all have to help me bring this to an end. Because I'm getting tired of this, y'all. I promise you. Like, this isn't an easy thing to do, you know? And I thought it would be easy because I know the law, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a former inmate. So I thought this was going to be an easy thing to do, you know? Hold on, let me get this book. I got to get this book. 1 minute, y'all. Thank you for reminding me. There's something in this book that's important that I want y'all to check out. Okay. Okay, first of all, I want to say this. This brother wrote this book called Lightning from the East, The Rise and Fall and the Rise of Dr. Malachi Z. York. And there's something. Now, these people have reached out to me a while, many years ago, but I didn't know them and I didn't trust them. And they wanted me to, I guess they wanted my opinion on some things. And now I wish I would have been able to talk to them about it, because there's a lot of misinformation and things that he doesn't understand. And I just want to correct this and kind of go off course for a minute, okay? Now, he said, he made a mention about our, he said, in a nutshell, York's rule on marriage for his followers were actively correct and strictly in accordance with African tradition and Quranic Sharia law, which states that only women who were virgins at the time of marriage are entitled for a full marriage ceremony. Naturally, this caused a lot of resentment towards him from many of the women in the community. That's a lie. We were making sacrifices and were raising the children and our women to be virgins. We were not upset about that. What are you talking about? Many of us that lived in the community and those of us that work with Dr. Malachi York, we know how we know how they use the system to control us. In order to get married, you need a license. To drive, you need a license. Everything you gotta do, you gotta get a license from them. And we were against the system. So that's not true. We were not upset about that. Another thing that he said the women in the community who wanted a traditional wedding despite not being virgins, which in turn would draw to the ire of females within the movement, sowing a seed of hatred and resentment and have a destructive effect upon the future of the movement. That's not true. Where is this guy getting this information from? Like, if you're going to write a book, you need to have the facts, brother, because you did not live in a community. Then he goes on and says, he said that the women would draw of irie females, which in a movement would sow seeds of hatred and resentment and have a destructive effect upon the future movement. However, in response to Bilal Phillips' claim that the community did not practice real wedding ceremonies, York presented numerous copies of actual Ansar marriage certificate documentations, which confirmed that genuine marriage ceremonies did take place. It's true. I was at Baba's daughter, Zubaydah's daughter. She had the biggest wedding I ever seen in my life. I ain't never seen. That woman had so many presents, it would fill up this whole apartment. Okay? So I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about, you know? And then he said something else. And another thing I wanted to bring forth, which this is a good book, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to also talk about something else that he mentioned that I wanted to talk to the family, right? Because now, the master teacher has spoke about this for years about Paul, right, being a self-appointed apostle. There are a lot of members in this tribe that are a lot of Paulites. And I want to say this. If y'all look at that guy that calls himself Phase 1, if you look at his name, the I is like the letter L and it says false one. False. But he calls himself Faise, Phase 1, but it's really the false one. Y'all better be careful about these people that y'all following. I'm telling you now. Okay, check this out. Thank you for subscribing. He says, the master teacher gets into it about Paul, right? Now listen to this. And this is why I said I don't need a bunch of followers on my channel. I don't care. Either y'all do or you don't, okay? All I'm asking for, those of you who've been listening to my updates about these people that did this to Baba, is to work with me, right? So now listen to this, right? The brother Salim L was married in 79. Okay, so now check this out. Now, Baba talks about Paul, the self-appointed apostle, and how much of an impact he had on creating false doctrine, right? And so you said, I say that the 75% was good. Right, the book is really good. But I haven't really finished dissecting this book yet. I'm almost done. And I'm going to do an update on just this book alone. Now, there was a thing in this this was very important because Baba starts talking about, the man starts talking about Paul, right? And he says that that Christianity, he says St. Paul, the disciple or deceiver. He says the central character in Christian iconography, besides Jesus, is St. Paul, the individual widely credited as being the author of the majority of the Gospels found within the New Testament. However, Paul, according to Malachi York, was of a mixed race, mulatto, Roman and Judaic, Afro-Asiatic. Semitic heritage is actually most responsible for destroying the original authentic teachings of the Hebrew Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus, and by so doing, made Christianity accessible to Caucasians, the Gentiles. In following quote, Paul openly declares himself a teacher and apostle of Greek and Roman Gentiles, in direct contradiction to Jesus' teachings, who forbade his followers teachings the Gentiles. So what he's making a point here, right, is that Paul had created his own doctrine. And in so creating his own doctrine, what he did was he wrote a doctrine and created a doctrine to help people that didn't want to walk with the Messiah walk with him. In other words, they justified smoking cigarettes, drinking, eating pork, and all these other things by this man-made doctrine that Paul did by in putting this in our making this a part of our doctrine. And so hold on. A lot of us found out about him. I feel like y'all the same, but I feel you about the young elder. No. I'm not a Paulite, and I'm not a polite. I'm not a Paulite. I have not written my own doctrine, and I don't plan on writing my own doctrine. I haven't written a book about this, and I'm not selling anything. Okay? I follow the laws and the rules of our rules of Pataruk. Okay? And I follow Hakak el Hakaktet, our actual facts. I study our doctrine. I'm practicing our rules and how we dress. This is our way. The sisters, we wear the mijdah. We wear the petard. All right? We wear our hair natural. So I'm following the ways of Panabab Yanun. I'm not following the ways of the young elder, of the guy that calls himself Phase One. I'm not following the ways of polite, and none of these people. And these people that have written books to sell. Okay? So I'm talking about the fight for Dr. Malachi York, and I told y'all that I needed financial support. I'm not bringing up nothing about what I'm doing. So please do not ask me. I made it very clear. And if you don't want to help me, you can just get off my channel. I have stuff to do for the math teacher, but I wanted to read that part about Paul. Yeah, because listen, I make moves, they're going to make moves to stop me. You don't think the feds is listening to me? You don't think the FBI is on this channel? You don't think that the people that don't want him home is viewing this right now, listening to me, trying to find out where I'm at, trying to find out where I live, trying to find out what I'm doing, who's helping me and all this? Come on, y'all. Wake up. There's no more. Today, this day and time is to reveal the truth about the people that have done these evil things to Dr. Malachi York. And like I said, his sister, Dale Elaine Brown, she's the reason why he's incarcerated. She's a part of it. Her daughter and them did witchcraft. They cast spells. They're witches. Okay? They're evil people. They're witches. And y'all keep thinking spells ain't real, then why would Bible write in the book and tell us that we're under the spell called Kingu? We're under a spell called Kingu. The spell of amnesia to make you forget. I told y'all they did rituals. They did satanic rituals. They were part of the Thule Society. They messed up Bob's pre-sentencing investigation report. Gave him the name Dwight D. York. And you know what? Sheriff Sills is acting like he's getting an award for locking Malachi. No. Sheriff Sills is dumb. He got the mind of a 3-year-old. I mean, of a 4-year-old. Hold on a second, y'all. I gotta get some water. I'm about to close. I'm getting a headache. Hold on a second. Oh boy, I needed that. Listen, family, I am a Sabian, and I've been walking with the master teacher for 23 years. I have not turned my back on him. I have not lied to you all. I've been a victim of witchcraft. They have done many evil things to me. They've done many evil things to the master teacher, and they doing this so that he can't come home. I'm very upset about what took place. It's been 23 years, and I want him out. Okay, I got some things planned and lined up, and this time is a little different than the last time. And I can't, you guys, you all cannot give up on Baba like this. You have to work together. We have to work together to help him come home. And you all have to work with me and know that I care. All right? And I'm just not that kind of woman. I'm not built like that to lie to people and steal their money and play games. You know, it's been, if that was the case, I would be out in the world getting big money. You know, I wouldn't be asking y'all for it. And no, I don't have any charges. There's no charges on me for forgery. That's all a lie. Okay? But I have some very important things that I have to take care of, and I only got up half the money. Somebody sent me $200 and it made it $5,100. So I need 5,000. I need 4,900. That's how much I need. Y'all, May 8th to June 26th is 50 days. I know, man. Come on, man. Don't do this to Baba, y'all. I can't. This is mind-boggling, you know. And I asked the ancestors to show me the way. You know, I prayed for the last couple of months, and I was upset. I was just like, I'm so upset. I was like, come on, y'all, help me, show me something. I was like, use me, I will do it. Just show me a way, and they did. But I can't move without the money. Y'all, we have to move, and we gotta move fast, okay? We can't take our time. Thank you, Master Light. We can't take our time and reading after 2002, so no parts of that, no after facts. Look, I'm just letting y'all know that I only got up half the money. You know, y'all raised 5,000. That was good. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, we can't let these devils win. We can't let these black devils think that we're gonna just sit back and not do anything. I'm doing something, you know. And if y'all can't raise up the next 5,000, I don't know. I have some things that I could sell. I'll just sell some stuff I got, you know, and try to. I got some things worth value. I'll figure it out and get the money. The music that I play, that y'all hear, thank you, Dwayne Jackson. The music that y'all hear me playing is it was actually created in South Africa. There were some men that was incarcerated, and they would chant and sing together. And so the math teacher had told me about it, and I looked it up, and I found it. And I looked it up and I found it, and that's it, family. I'm about to end this live. Do I have any questions? Does anyone have anything they need to ask me? Any questions? You know, about this witch, this fly. By the way, one of the devil's names is Lord of the Flies. And the master teacher said flies are the warners of the Natharu. And I'm going to tell you how. If you're somewhere you're not supposed to be and you're talking to someone, a fly will come around and warn you. What do flies do? Flies are attracted to everything: filth, vomit, human feces, dog feces, anything filthy, stink. That's where flies are. So if you're having a conversation with somebody, or if you're somewhere, let's say you're about to drink something and a fly lands on it. The fly's warning you not to drink it. Okay? Put it down. Let's say you're standing there having a conversation with somebody. Like, I'm going to give you an example. One day, this man and his wife had came up to me because I had on all white. It was during the summer solstice. And the man says, "Miss, you look like a priestess or something. Like, you know some things. Can you help me?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And they said, "You look, powerful. Like you got some powers that you can help us." And while he was talking to me, a fly was flying around his mouth. And then a fly went and flew next to his wife's handbag. And I said, "I'm sorry. I don't know what you think I am. I can't help you. So that let me know. Rochelle Westbrook. Oh, that wasn't her last name. Her name was Rochelle. What was Rochelle's last name? She used the last name York. They all disappeared. All these people were working with the FBI. So that's what happened, y'all. So this music in South Africa, they would chant in the prison, the men, and the schools picked it up and they started using it. And so these are men from a school that are singing this music. In case y'all want to know. So again, family, if you can help me out, I want to bring Bible home. So we could all be singing like this, with white and gold on together. Again, the Williams and Williams law firm, it's not real. It is a real law firm, but the law firm is not doing anything for Baba. It's all lies, okay? To get y'all money to make y'all think that they're doing something for the master teacher, and they're not. If they are working if the Williams and Williams law firm is working on Baba's behalf, why they don't have a legal phone call with the master teacher? It's all lies, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not saying that the law firm is a lie. I'm telling you that Shalimar Richardson is a liar. She's freaking lying, y'all. And the thing is this, Shalimar, if you listening, you put witchcraft on me, you're going to regret it. I promise you. All right? You're going to regret what you tried to do to me. Every last one of y'all that tried to hurt me, your time is coming. It's time for y'all to go down, and it's time for the master to come home. And those of you that want to work with me so we can bring Parnabab Yanun home and free out of the belly of the beast. In this song, the man is singing and he's telling a person, don't go away. And if you do go away, I'm going to call you. We're going to stay in contact with each other. And this was created in the prisons in South Africa. The men, they used to chant these musics, and what happened was the schools picked it. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all. This is a school. Thank you, Damon Lovey. I've seen that. First of all, y'all are just jealous. You overstand, and hopefully one day you'll learn to get over it. But they say in this day and time, there's no reforming the devil. You can't reform the devil. So family, I hope that. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah. I really feel that one day this is going to be over, y'all. We're going to have to deal with this anymore with the children of fire, you know? Y'all just support me, okay? I'm the one that's doing the work. I'm the one that wants him home. And I want to set up a legal call. And I need the money, y'all. When I come back from doing what I'm doing, I want to set up a legal call. I can't set a legal call up and I haven't done anything. So I got to go do that, come back, set up the legal call, and then of course I'm going to report back to you all. You know? All right, family? Does anyone have any questions? If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, family. Everything is in the description box. I'm also going to leave the thing for you to listen to this music, okay? Sometimes it's good to play while you're cleaning, all right? Think about Baba, think about his freedom, and think about us being in Africa and out of this craziness that's happening all over the planet. Yes, I'll drop the link in the description box.